brands are on. So you can customize your shopping experience by signing up for our when to watch emails. It's super easy. You just go to HSN and update your communication preferences and go ahead and select your favorite brands. So we have over 360 to choose from. And that means you just search Professor first. Make sure you get this one on because you do not want to miss his demos. This is why we love you.
Yes.
All right. Look, I literally, you know I love a product when my entire card is just covered with highlighting because I highlight when something blows my mind.
Yes.
You absolutely blow my mind with this product. This is the SuperFast Max Drain Cleaning System. Retails around $65, okay?
My goodness.
But this bottle of the Professor Amos SuperFast Max is a $45. It's a $45 value.
Yes, it is.
What we're also giving you is a maintainer spray, and he's going to explain to you exactly what that's for, but it's kind of what it sounds like. One is for fixing the problem, and one is for preventing the problem, and we very rarely do both. We only go and buy something immediately as soon as there's a clog. We use half the bottle. We keep using the bottle. Then we have a third of that bottle that's not enough to clean it on the next time. Now you have something dangerous just sitting under your sink. It's not... No, now you have something that's going to actually fix the problem, and you're also getting a $20 value, which is going to help prevent the problem, and that actually comes with this wonderful 2-foot hose. Love that you included this.
Thank you so much.
So if we're looking at a $65 value, I actually think it should be valued at more than that because of
it gets the job done.
Because it's what you're doing.
I mean, it's almost a guarantee.
But all of this right now, we were selling here at HSN for $49.99. Great price. But today we have a sale price of $34.99. That means we have taken 30% off of our HSN price for today. So this is a steal. It's not gonna last. We have 36 applications with this. So if you're wondering, like, how many times do I get to clean my drain? You know how I was saying 2 or 3 per those ones you buy at the store? 36 times.
My goodness.
36 times you're going to be able to get in there and fix your problem. Love, love, love.
That's under $1 an application.
And you used to have one of these that only had the 12 applications and people loved it, but now you've tripled that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's incredible.
You guys, they've been buying the liquid Superfast by my dad, Professor Amos, since 2005. That's 20 years. You love it. It gives you 12 applications. This is a concentrated. It's a powder. It's Superfast Max. It's so good. It gives you so much more value. So you're getting triple the applications, 36 times. You're going to be able to open and clean your drain lines. And let me just get right into it.
Please do it, do it.
Superfast Max, it's a concentrate. You mix it to hot water. It's industry leading when it comes to opening your clogs. What you do, you take an application into a cup of hot water. Watch what I do. I'm going to pour this right into the clog, and I want to show you something. It has an accelerated formula. What that means, accelerated formula means it works on contact. You're not waiting 10 minutes like the consumer products from the store. You give this one 10 seconds. Now watch this. Superfast Max is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. Look what's happening. It's breaking down all the dirt, all the grease, all the oil in the drain line. Right away. It's starting to work right away. It's turning it into foam. Now we call this science right here, we call it saponify. Saponify means when this proprietary formula comes in contact with anything oiled by in a drain line, it turns it into foam. You'll love that degreasing technology. So you give 10 minutes and it's gonna break down that clog. Now when that foam breaks down into a liquid, you'll run hot water for 5 minutes. And when you run that hot water, that drain line comes back squeaky clean. Every time you do it.
And you can do that 36 times for this. Now, we love a weekly deal drop here. We have tens of thousands of products and only a dozen or so get to have this price for the week dropped at that 30% right now discount.
Right.
But also free shipping and handling. So this is $11 and change to get this home. You get it home right away.
Yes.
$11 and change for a Professor Amos new, highly concentrated 36 applications. This is all gone. Everything's gone. It's disappeared. Oh my gosh.
Let me put things into perspective, okay? When you get a clog at home, come on over to test tube number 2. When you get a clog at home, usually you're in a panic state of mind. You'll do just about anything to get that clog open. And when I say anything, you'll go to the local home store, one of the depots, and get a consumer product. The first time you put a product like this down the drain, you're doing more damage than good. Products like these are highly corrosive. They may contain acid or ammonia or even bleach or all three together. This is a highly corrosive concoction, but they say pour half this bottle down the drain. I'm gonna pour as much as I can fit. Let me explain what's happening. 90% of the chemicals, they trickle, they ooze, they creep, and it all gets past the clog, and it ends up down here at that curve unit. You see, this curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating emitting through your house, the chemicals are sitting there and they're building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Think about this. It's cold out right now. Your drain lines are cold too. When your drain lines are going from cold to hot fast, that is a problem because they'll crack. Inevitably, it could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars to get that repair fixed. So that's what you're getting when you use a product like this. You got to be very careful. I want to give us about a minute, and we're going to come back and see if anything happens, because it does say on the back of the bottle, it says, give me 30 minutes to get to work. Come on over to test tube number 3.
And then you end up pouring more in the next day anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Test tube number 3. Natasha, you at home, take a look at this. I want you to count to yourself right now. How long does it take for this to activate? How long does it take for this to go to work? And you'll see. There's an application. Number 1, when you get this home, you don't have to pour the whole application down the drain. Use half of it down this one. Use the other half down the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink or the utility drain or the slop sink out in the closet area. And you'll be glad you did, because it goes a long way. But look at this. 10 seconds or less. I want you to take a real good close look. You see what's happening? 10 seconds or less already. It's going to work to break down last week's food. There's your last month's food. There's your last year's food. It's hardened and solidified on the inside of the drain. You see what it's doing there? It's breaking it down into foam like it's designed to do. It's breaking it into the foam. Remember, we call that saponify. My dad taught me growing up, and by the way, again, my dad's Professor Amos. Been here since 2003. We're going on 20 years here at HSN, and the reviews say it all. Let the product do the work so you don't have to. We want you to work smarter. No need to grab a plunger, no need to grab a snake and put any kind of wear and tear on the inside of the drain line. And look at what happened.
This is remarkable. By the way, y'all putting bugs in here is the most. I can't. They put actual bugs in here. They put actual hair.
We do the most.
You do the most.
We do the most.
The fact that this is happening so fast, it's disintegrating these. You said it's turning it into foam and just disintegrating. Meanwhile, over here, he's just still trying to get to work.
I'm going to give that another minute.
Yeah, no, he's trying to get the car started over here. And then look, and it's not like we haven't seen this happen at home. I mean, this has happened to me all the time. I use nearly the entire bottle. I assume it's what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I pay, you know, $10, $15, $20 for the bottle, but you'll pay anything when you can't use your water anymore because the sink is clogged and there's smells and it's disgusting, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
This is a way for you to do this 36 times.
Yes.
And to take it home for $11 and change, free shipping and handling.
My goodness.
Okay, that foam seems very...
This is the freebie, if you will, that you're getting in the package. Okay, so after you've opened that clog and cleaned your clog with our Professor Amos SuperFast Max, you're going to want to start to incorporate maintenance. Okay, weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly, depending on how much grime, how much usage, how much wear and tear you got going down the drain line.
Oh, my husband's gonna love this thing.
I love it because this is all this is the product in the package. It's a freebie, but it's an all natural product. See, it contains 10 strands of natural microbials. Microbials, that's what they are right there. Microbials are enzymes, and what they're designed to do is they latch on to the grime, the fats, oils, and greases in your drain line. And when they latch on, they start to multiply into billions and billions of microbials. When they multiply, they just keep digesting and digesting till the fats, oils, and greases are all broke down. But the dynamic is, look at this foam. It's an expanding foam, so it covers every square inch of the inside of the drain line. It doesn't leave anything, but no area in the drain line is untouched. So it clings on and it emulsifies by digesting.
So would you say that you can use the first item and then go ahead and use this afterwards, or do you kind of alternate?
Not right after. Get your clog open, and then I mean, actually you could. You can go right back, but then definitely once a week, once every 2 weeks, or once a month, start doing that maintenancing.
Because this is a fun thing to do for me. This isn't going around the house with, like, you know, a broom and trying to get every inch. This is taking a super fun, like, tube, right, that will fit, as we just saw in those kitchen drains, right in those holes, which I love. That's so carefully thought of. And it reaches down, and then you just press this top button, and you know. Now, do you know to stop because you see the foam start coming out the top? Is that how you know?
Yes.
Okay.
That's when you stop, is when you see the foam coming out of the top.
Okay.
The job is done. You just pull that hose out of there. Don't even rinse it at this point. Let the foam break down, and I do it overnight. So you start at nighttime. You live on a second story, third story home. Start upstairs, and overnight that foam just goes to work.
Here's the problem, though. You use this enough that we'll never have clogs again. Then you'll have to start unclogging your friends' drains.
Right.
I mean, your products
essentially, if you live in an apartment or a condo, you live upstairs, you're cleaning your friend's drains.
It's true.
Test tube number 2, I use this one. Nothing happened. They do tell you on the back of the bottle, don't mix chemicals. You can have a bad reaction. We have an innovative drain cleaning method, our SuperFast Max. There is no ammonia. There is no corrosive materials like the ammonia or the acid. So I went right over top of the standing chemicals with the acid in it, and look what's happening. With that accelerated formula, it still gets to work right away, and it starts to break down that grime. All you'll have to do now is come back and run hot water. So that's what I want to show you, and I'm gonna come over to test tube number 1, and I want to explain what's happened. See, test tube number 1, everything's been broken down by being saponified, so it's all been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. Now you run hot water and you run it for up to 5 minutes, and look at this, that drain line comes back, and it comes back squeaky clean.
That's beautiful. That's the goal. Wow. Okay, so getting the 36, we love that. Getting the freebie of the updater is fantastic. I mean, and to get, you know, all 3 of them for this weekly deal drop, we love, we love, we love. Now, I want to see, because this has been distracting me.
Did you see that sitting there?
I don't feel like I should be able to breathe around this.
Honestly, here, so let me just put it out here because that is true. This is known as the dirtiest place in your whole house. This is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. If you didn't know, and Natasha looked at it and said, that probably shouldn't be so close to us, it shouldn't, but listen, there's over 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of the kitchen sink. You gotta eliminate that because that's a food source for bugs and critters. I'm gonna put that down, and I want you to come up here. See, this big hunk of oil byproduct right here represents the hardened and solidified grime, the stuff that's been in your drain line for the last year, for the last 2 years, for the last 3 years. Take the application of your SuperFast Max. After you mix the contents, an application to a cup of hot water, I'm gonna pour this right over top of this hunk of oil by grime, and look what's happening. Instantly, there's a reaction that happens. It's going to work within 10 seconds. 10 seconds, it starts to go to work. Within 10 minutes, Natasha, you at home, look at what's happening. It's starting to break down last week's food. It's starting to break down last month's food. It's starting to break down last year's food that's hardened and solidified in the inside of the drain line. I mean, it's just going to work right in front of your eyes.
Wow.
Whoa, what a vision right there.
Because you're not just, you know, snaking something. You're not just, there are things that, whether it's oils and fat deposits and all these nasty things that just really don't break down on their own. You need something that has the ability to break it down, but I've never seen it done so quickly, and especially without something that is highly dangerous.
Yeah. Back in the day, you know, I go on with our guy in the morning, and he says when he was in college in the dorm, the plumbers back in the day used to come into the house and use muriatic acid to open up those drain lines.
That's what I'm talking about. Like
everybody had to leave the whole apartment when you're getting your drain lines worked on like that. So take a look at this. Hair is the #1 culprit when it comes to your clogs at home. Every clog consists of some hair. You take a good look down the inside of your drain lines. It's very sticky. It's very oily in there. When you wash your pets, when you wash your hair one time, the hair goes down into the inside of the drain line. It clings to the walls, and it just starts to build. And it builds and builds until there's a nest of hair that's completely choking out your drain lines. I say that to say this. We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. I'm going to show you what it does to hair. So I have a bowl of hair right here. I'm going to pour the rest of that application over that hair. And watch this. There's a time-lapse video that you have to see, and this is actual. It takes 10 minutes for that hair, for the pet hair, for the human hair. It takes 10 minutes for fuzz to break down and breaks down into foam. Remember the word saponify. It takes 10 minutes for the hair to break down into foam. We call that saponify, and that's exactly what this SuperFast drain cleaner, SuperFast Max drain cleaner does to the hair.
Wow.
Pet hair, human hair,
you know,
lint, fur.
I feel so lucky to be able to be here at HSN, you know, as one of the newer hosts, because there are some things that are exclusive to here at HSN, like the Professor Amos, you know, line of things that just make me very enthusiastic. Because the fact of the matter is, we see something that feels like a science experiment happening in real time. We're bringing it to a price that I feel honored to be able to say, hey, go ahead and take this home for $11 and change and use it and honestly make your house safer and help to protect against these horrifically high-priced plumbing repair costs.
Yes. Do your maintenance bi-weekly, do it once a month. This is what you need to do. So what I just did, if you didn't see that, that was our Professor Amos Fast Foam Maintainer. You put that in your drain line. It's an expanding foam that expands, so it's covering all the real estate that's inside of the drain line. And what happens is there's microbials, 10 strands of natural microbials that are in there that start to digest. And these microbials keep digesting and digesting and digesting until that fat, till that oil, till that grease in the inside of there has all been broken down by being digested. So imagine this. microbials, enzymes. What it is this is like probiotics for your drain lines. Probiotic, it's keeping a healthy balance of enzymes in there that's going to keep digesting all the stuff that you don't want.
Absolutely.
Work smarter,
So
not harder.
Well, and speaking of smarter, not harder, I know that our lines are very busy and we don't want you to have to wait in line. So go ahead and use the QR code on your screen. It is the quickest way to shop. I know that I say this, but look, it's something that I had to learn. And if you haven't used it before, it's super easy. Open up your smartphone, take a camera like you're going to take a picture of our screen right now. And just almost like you're taking a picture of that black and white square down there, a little tiny link with some weird numbers and letters pop up. And when you touch it, boom, you're like in the front of the line, ready to check out, no questions, with free shipping and handling. And you're just, it's $11.66 and what, and tax, and that's it. Get it home right now. Remember, you're getting both of these, $65 value. You're getting both of them right now for $34.99. I mean, HSN was offering these at $49.99, but just for this week, and the price does go away. It's Friday, it's going away soon.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Y'all got like a day to grab this. Okay, and we have 2 minutes left on the, I just realized it's Friday. This price is going up real soon.
Well, a couple of important things I want to establish. There's no job too big or too small for this proprietary format. So if you got the bigger drain lines, if you got clogs at home with standing water, don't worry about it. This has a thick consistency that's heavier than water, so it gets down to that clog. So it'll get through the standing chemicals, it'll get through the standing water, and I want to establish this right here. So these drain lines right here, these are the ones that are the bigger ones that run from under your house out to the sidewalk down to the city sanitation. These are like 6 inch, 8 inches, or even 10 inches big, deciding on where you live and how big your home is. I'm going to do a side-by-side. I'm going to use our SuperFast Max and test tube number 1. Test tube number 2, I'm going to use this consumer product that you buy from the store. And they say to use half the bottle here, but I'm going to turn it up a notch, and I'm going to use the whole bottle. But I want you to take a look at what's happening when you use these corrosive materials. Do you see that, Natasha?
Yes.
Okay. This is backing up your pipes because products like these are corrosive, so guess what? It makes a lot of heat. When you have heat in your drain lines from all these chemicals, things start to expand. When things expand,
oh no,
it's coming back up into your sink. It's coming into your tub. You got children at home, you have pets at home, you don't want chemicals lingering. Chemicals such as acid or ammonia or bleaches, you can have a bad reaction. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, our SuperFast Max, look at this. Clean, cool, calm, and collectively, it's breaking it down. No heat. No heat index. We don't want heat in the drain line. Remember, it's cold out. It's cold out. Your drain lines are cold. When your drain lines go from extremely cold to hot fast, they will crack.
You know, I just had an inspector come to my home and he said, everyone worries about these things or those things. What most people don't realize, the most dangerous thing more than anything are the chemicals that are in your air.
Yes.
And we test for those now before we even test for the other stuff.
Didn't even think about
and
that
he was telling us that's the most important. So not only are we talking about safer cleaning materials, we're talking about the cleaning materials that prevent those dangerous chemicals from coming back up into your house just by using those cleaning materials. So love this. What? We're busy now. Now we're dancing. Oh, I lost that. That's okay. I didn't need it. Okay. So I want to just mention something really quickly before we go to a break. Today is National Wear Red Day. So I'm wearing red to support the American Heart Association.